That's what I'm talking about. Right, let's do the other side. Hi, I hope you're all well. If you're new around here, hello, it is lovely to meet you. And if you are returning, thank you very fucking much for coming back. My name's Alana and I'm a 38-year-old lady living in Scotland. And on this channel, I am a woman who loves a little bit of skincare, beauty, all that kind of stuff, but now battling the chaos of motherhood with 2 children under 3, very soon to be 3. This video is going to be me trying out the GHD Rise Volume blah 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 blah. It'll say something in the title. You'll fucking see it. It'll be on the thumbnail somewhere. Basically lately I have been struggling with being able to get myself somewhat ready in the morning, having the 2 kids. It's really hard. I'm looking at quicker and easier ways to do my hair and stuff like that. And for me, I am now having to shower in the evening rather than first thing in the morning. That was always my thing, got myself ready, always gave my hair a wee bit of a wash and a blow dry, just at the front anyway with the fringe. The fringe is the main bane of existence because these parts of my hair, I can just, you know, dry shampoo and brush it through and I can live with it. But my fringe and the way my hair is, it's just all like, and it just sits, it's horrible. I'll tell you about my hair in a minute when we get into the video. But I'm going to try today, and this is the effect. If you want to see how I have achieved this effect today with using the GHD Rise, it is not a new product, it's something that's been out for a while. I want to say circa lockdown, like maybe 2020? I don't know, it's been out a wee while. If that sounds like your kind of thing, and you like the way that my hair's sitting at the moment, then just keep on watching. Word of warning, I do like a sweary word on this channel. If you're not into that kind of thing, I completely understand. Please feel free to vacate. But if it does sound like your wee cup of tea, there's a subscription button in the corner. Give it a wee thumbs up and all that other YouTuber crap. Thanks. Alright, so I've been talking about it over on YouTube. No, this is YouTube. I've been talking about it over on Instagram and TikTok. I've been trying the, what do you call them? Here we are. Heatless curls. And to be honest with you, now that I've kind of got the hang of it, it's kind of working. However, I am still having to, oh God, sit up there. Sorry, I wouldn't sit still. I'm still having to wash and blow dry my fringe and style my fringe when I'm doing that. And ultimately what I'm looking for with having 2 kiddies is something that's relatively quick, simple to use, not a lot of noise, but feels like I've done a little something to my hair in the morning. I was heavily influenced. I don't know if I was scrolling at like ridiculous o'clock in the morning. I don't remember when I seen it, but I seen somebody using the product that I'm going to show you today. And I was like, wow. They seem to have straight hair like me, but I wouldn't have said it was fine, flyaway or flat hair the way mine is. Not that it looks that way at the moment, it looks a little frizzy today. But this is maybe 3-4 days unwashed and I have done the heatless curls to it twice. Like I've put it in when it was kind of damp and then a couple of days later I spritzed it with water and done it again. And this is what it's kind of looking like just now. So I'm going to show you today what this tool will do on my hair. I've said before, I've got very fine, very flat, very flyaway hair. It isn't thin, there's a lot of it, but it is very, very soft and very, very straight. This is the product that we're talking about today. It is the GHD Rise Volumizing Hot Brush with 2 times more volume, root to tip. As I said, the person, I can't remember for the love of money, I think it was Bambi. Does anybody follow this person? Bambi. If I can find it, I'll credit below. She was just using it and she wasn't even talking about the product. She was just chatting about something else and I watched her using it while I was watching the video. And I was like, holy shit, that looks amazing. That is what I need in my life. This is not a cheap product. So this wasn't something I just thought, oh, I'll jump off a cliff, except I did. I did jump off the cliff here, I'm not going to lie. Now, I could show you it like, unboxing. No. I already pulled it out the packet before I realised I'd forgot to start filming. So it's plugged in at the moment. But let us turn it on and see how long it takes to heat up. Okay, so it took about 20 to 30 seconds to heat up there. It also has a little foot stand on it there. I don't know if you're going to see that, where you can put it down on something flat. So if you're using it on a table or something, it isn't going to burn the tabletop, which is quite nice. I have used, obviously, normal GHDs, but actually GHD sent out to me the one that was like an air dryer. Like it was a straightener, but it also dried your hair at the same time. I'll put the video up somewhere if you want to see that and check it out. Again, because I have really fine, flat and flyaway hair, it felt a little obsolete to me because it was really for straightening and drying at the same time, and if I just blow dry my hair, that's the way it kind of ends up. I didn't dislike the tool, but it wasn't something I felt I would use regularly, so I did pass it on. I'm going to do it into sections just the way I would to curl it, but I feel like it's not going to be ultimately to make curls, it's more about the volume. Yeah, so this is the tool here. It does have a bit on the end that you can hold on to. The little bristles on the brush here as well, they are not hot. So if you want to wrap your hand around it to like make sure your hair's still in the barrel and things like that, then you will be able to do that as well. So let's just see. I'm just gonna see how this goes on the first wee section. I feel like, oh no, the wire's caught. See, because it's a new wire, it's still quite tangled up. And we put it like this, do you think? Like this, and just, do we just spin it? That didn't do anything. That was rather disappointing. I wonder if, like, so it's saying you do volume on the roots. Maybe I should try that first. It said on the GHD site, like, you just hold it in like this for 5 seconds and then bring it out. Oh, it does lift. It does cause a bit of lift there, but the curl itself is a bit pish. Let me try another bit. Maybe I'm not curling right. Maybe I need to do it. Hold on, I'm going to check out some videos and then I will come back and we'll see how this works. Okay, so the videos on the GHD website were saying that you just wrap it around like a curling wand, which to me, that doesn't feel right, does it? I'll show you exactly how they done it. So they were just like, wrap it round the barrel like that and just hold it. But surely that just defeats the purpose of why you're... Let it pull out now. I mean, have I bought the wrong thing? Have I bought the wrong tool here? Let's try this again. Oh, there we go. That's better. That's like an actual curl I can work with. But again, I need to put my wee bit of volume in the roots here. I'm looking in my mirror, by the way. Sorry if people think, like, who's she talking to? I actually just watched a video there. If I can find it or credit the girl who I watched, it's not a new video because this tool is not new, then I will link it because it was much better the way she showed how to use it. The other thing I would suggest is don't twist. You know how like when you're curling your hair, sometimes you twist the hair and put it in like this? But what I would say is if you do that, then you're trying to pull it through the little teeth, then it all gets caught. Your hair all just gets caught in it, and actually that causes more issue. But what she was saying was let it slide up the handle a wee bit and then just let it kind of drop like so, and then it becomes an actual curl. That's the last two that I've done there, and they're pretty bouncy. They're looking good. So I am gonna go ahead with this. Can I do it the other way? Do I need to? I'm going to try it this way. This is the thing, I feel like my hair will get caught in the teeth if I keep doing that. Oh, so that makes it like really curled under. So see if you've got one of those like butterfly type of hairstyles, I think this would work wonders to just turn your ends under if you're just trying to get it looking like that. I think what it's going to do is make it look like I've had a good blow dry. So again, just let the teeth grab the hair, even like make sure it's just in the teeth there, and then spin, spin, and spin down. And then it gives you a nice ringlety curl. Oh, that was a bigger section there, and that worked. That worked really well. That was good. I'm going to go ahead and finish the other side. I will come back so we can do the top layers together. I'm really excited to try and do the fringe. I feel like I'm going to spritz some hairspray on too, because I don't want them to lose the curl underneath the hair that's going to fall on top of it. What I would say as well is that if you've got short hair, if you've got really short hair and you're looking for volume, like my mum's hair is probably a little bit more kind of here. She puts big rollers in. It might be good for her hair, and she definitely has more textured hair than me. But if you lift at the root and just place this in, it's going to have a better effect. I'm going to try that at the end though. I'll do that towards the end of this. Okay, so just trying to add in that extra bit of volume at the root now before I take my top layer down. It does add the little volume bounce though, but it does kind of pull on your hair a wee bit. My fear is that it'll then make it go straight. Right, let's do the top layer and see how we get on here. So my main area that I really want this to work on is the fringe. That's what I want to happen here. Make sure you're brushing your hair really thoroughly before you use it, because I feel like you could really easily just rip your hair up, like get it tied up in the spiral of that wand. So I'm going to take this bit here, and rather than go to the side, I'm going to purposely like put it this way so that it lifts up from the back and gives me a wee bit more of that volume and bounce that I'm looking for. But I think if you had like shorter hair, woo, she'd be bouncing. That's good. I think if you had a shorter hairstyle, this would actually be so quick. Right, I'm kind of getting into my fringe here, so I don't want to do that without showing you. So I'm just doing the last few wee bits here. I do always curl my curls away from my face. I probably should have fucking mentioned that right at the start. That is the body of the hair done. I think that looks really, really quite good. I'm going to spray it with some hairspray. Let's do the fringe, because this is the killer. This is what I want to see what it does. I'm just going to take the bit that's my little fringy bit. This could go horrifically, but let's just fucking go for it. I'm just going to scoop it up. I'm going to twirl it. I know lots of people use a roller to do this. Yes! Fucking yes! Yes! Look at that. Can I run it through it again? Can I get it tighter? Hold on. Don't want to like frazzle my fringe, but can we do it a tighter curl? What will happen? Oh, yes! That's what I'm talking about. Right, let's do the other side, because I'll just show you what I've done again. This side, honestly, I don't know if it's just because it's my non-dominant hand. I'm really struggling to do this side. Right, lifting it up, pulling it through the brush, spinny, spinny, and spinny and slidey. Can you see that? Can you see the kind of flick perfection? I feel like I'm somebody that's like, oh my god, best thing ever, you need this in your life. You absolutely don't need this in your life. I will attest to that. However, this is going to really be very, very, very useful to me. I'm going to try that thing with adding a little bit more volume in the roots, because that's also what that other girl had done. So she kind of, right, so there's my part in there, and she flipped it the opposite way and just rolled it. Oh god, nearly burnt my arm. Rolled it the opposite way and put some boost in this way. Just for kind of 5 seconds. Ooh, there actually is lift right at the crown there. That's pretty impressive. Right, hold on. Do it on the other side. Section and flip the other way. Don't burn your arm when you're doing it. That's very helpful. Am I selling yet? Because I feel like GHD should be paying me for this. Look at that! For someone who has really flat and fine and flyaway hair, look at how boosted, and I've not used a, what do you call it? Volumizing spray. I've put hairspray through the curls. I mean, honestly, is it going to make my life quicker in the morning? Maybe no. But it's definitely going to make my fringe quicker, which I'm very, very excited about. I can keep just doing this. I love it. Do you know what I'm going to do now? I'm just going to turn this off. There we go. And I'm going to... I've got a soft brush in here. I've got like a soft... Oh, it's so dirty. Sorry. I've got like a soft brush, so it's like a smoothing brush. I think that's what you call it. And I'm just going to give it a wee brush through... I mean, I don't want to totally lose the curls, but like I said, I think it's going to just give me like I've had a really good blow dry. She be bouncy. I love it. I love it so much. Right, okay, great. Would I put anything else on this? No, I don't think I would. Maybe a little bit of like oil through the ends, but I don't like to weigh my hair down. So we're just going to leave it at that. So a very, very expensive purchase. However, I'm very, very pleased with this at the moment. Very, very pleased. I'll put in a little bit of dry shampoo at the top, and that means like it will take away any greasiness I've got going on. But fucking yes. Might have actually found a product that I'm like, this is the one. And also I should just kind of come back to the Shark item. Remember I got a Shark air dry. What are they called? Flex Style, is that it? I really, really like that, and I still use that regularly. And that is how I was creating my fringe. I would put it round the little like curling tool and it would soak it up. But it took a lot to get it to wait. That is so much easier just to flick. So even if there was a day where I was like, I just want to pull my hair up, I don't want to, I could still flick my fringe and it would be amazing. It would be so good. Yes. Fucking yes. Very, very fucking good. Do you know what else I've just thought about as well? I feel like this is going to be absolutely perfect for travel. Because again, it's like one of these things, if you're going to be in the pool every day, stuff like that, you're not necessarily wanting to dry your hair every day, but you want it to look fresh and kind of styled. And again, that was something I would always like battle with. I would need to take a set of straighteners. I would also need to take a hairdryer. Recently, because I've had the Shark hairdryer, I never ever take that. I would just take some wee cheap travel one. So I wasn't able to do the styling with the Shark Flex Style because it wouldn't be with me. I would just have the hairdryer. So I was trying to do it with straighteners and it just never ever sit right. So this, I feel, it's going to be fantastic for me, to be honest with you. As someone who's got naturally straight hair, like I don't need straighteners to straighten my hair. I usually use them to curl or give myself a wave. I want more volume. It's answered everything I needed. Right, that's where I'm going to leave this video. If there's anything else down below, I'll put links and whatever down below where you can pick it up. If it's affiliated, it'll say it, you know that already. But what did you think? Is this something you would try? Have you tried it? Were you a wee bit unsure of it? See, to be honest with you, when I'd done that very first attempt and sweep through my hair and it just went completely straight, I was a bit like, oh fuck man, this is going to just be one of these videos again, isn't it? But no, it's actually amazing. I'm into it. So that's where we're going to leave it, and I'll see you all again in the next one. Bye.